Well, hello, friends. As you can see, Chris isn't here because he didn't want to show up for this. That's the thing about Chris, he does his thing. But here I am because y'all, the patrons, support us and are so kind. And I was like, I have to be here, even though Chris will not be here. No, in all reality, wait 1 second, he's calling me. Hey man, so I'm recording.
Oh, am I gonna be in the video?
Yeah, you want to just say why you're not here?
It's like if you get two great painters to work on the same painting, they're gonna disagree on how it should go, you know? So we're gonna be spending some time apart, and honestly, this call is a little offensive that you're still trying to insert me into your content. This is gonna be your solo content, so I don't know why you're pretending.
All right, man. I gotta record. Sorry, we don't all just slack off like you. All right. Bye. Sorry, guys. I fucking apologize. Well, as you probably saw from the thumbnail and title of this video, we're not going to be playing an episode of Movies That Played Us for reasons I honestly am too pissed off at Chris to discuss. But instead, we thought we'd still want to put out a bonus video for our lovely patrons, and I see a lot of Blu-ray collection videos really do well online, and I always thought it would be boring. I don't know. Chris always encouraged it, to be honest. And I was like, okay, why not? Let's do one. I don't have a huge collection, but it is a collection that I've been working on for the past 2 to 3 years, much to my bank account's chagrin. So we're going to do it this way. I've categorized it. We're going to start with regular Blu-rays, for the normies. And then we're going to move on to 4Ks. And then we're going to move on to Steelbooks. And then we're going to go to the Big Mama collection, which is the Criterion collection. This is the one that I really am excited to show off. And then we're going to end it all with box sets. And box sets that are not always boxes, but they have like multiple movies in one. You get it. Okay. So let's start. I'm wasting a lot of time. All right. So I have just to show you guys, I have like a bunch right here. We're going to go one by one. First up, Ocean's Trilogy. I don't get to talk about this on the channel. Hopefully we do an Ocean's movie on the channel sometime, but it is just some of my favorite movies. Ocean's 12, I have a huge soft spot for. Ocean's 11 is obviously a masterpiece. Ocean's 13 is all right, Truman Show, as you guys know, if you've listened to the podcast long enough, we've done an episode on it. And if you follow me on Letterboxd, when someone asks me what my favorite movie is, that's the one. Okay. Total Recall, a fucking masterpiece, a bonkers movie. We've done a reaction on it. If you're a fan of the reaction channel, go check that out. Top Gun Maverick, one of my favorite movie-going experiences ever. I went to go see it at the AMC City Walk IMAX, which, if you don't live in LA, the City Walk IMAX is the tallest IMAX screen, not the biggest, the tallest. And I saw it in 2022, and it's everything what people say. It's like when you watch this movie, you're like, oh, movies are cool, right? Like movies are dope. You'll see a lot of Tom Cruise movies on this list, by the way. Top Gun, obviously. I mean, rules. Still great. I feel like Top Gun gets talked about less now because Top Gun Maverick was so good. Maverick is a better movie, for sure. First Top Gun still fucking rules. All right. Let me grab this list. Okay. So we got Kung Fu Hustle. You know all about it. Julie and Julia. When I'm going to convince Chris to do an episode on this one day. This movie genuinely changed me. We're going to do an episode on it. I don't need to talk about it too much. I love Nora Ephron. Uncut Gems. Hell yeah. Boogie Nights. You'll be hearing me talk more about that movie soon. Spoilies. Okay. So we got The Martian, the best. My favorite genre in movies is not just like space movies, but also smart people doing smart shit. The Martian. The Thing. Fucking masterpiece. Social Network, fucking masterpiece. I mean, these are great movies, guys. I'm not a huge collector in the sense of like, there's some collectors that will buy everything. And I buy stuff that I like, to be fair. And also, you know what? Stuff that I haven't seen, you're going to see some stuff here that I haven't seen, and I'll talk about why I got it. So, to be fair. But I'm not a heavy collector in that sense. Decision to Leave, Park Chan-wook. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's find a way to see it. It's on Mubi. This is an interesting, like, thing, because it is a Blu-ray. It's not Criterion Collection, but it looks like a Criterion Collection box. It's just because Mubi released it this way. A beautiful movie, a romance crime thriller, many genres. It is a beautiful, beautiful movie. Tom Cruise, Collateral, he's back again. Probably my favorite Tom Cruise performance. I feel, no, you'll see another Tom Cruise performance that I think is his favorite. I think this might be his best, though, to be honest with you. I feel like Michael Mann used everything that's kind of scary and wacky about Tom Cruise in a very evil way. So love when a director is matched with an actor perfectly. Fucking challengers, man. Some movies just fuck, and this movie fucks. Blades of Glory. I honestly don't know how I have this Blu-ray. I did not buy it. I forget if it was Chris's Blu-ray when we were roommates together, or if it was my other roommate's Blu-ray that he was like, just have this. But Chris was the one who showed me this, by the way. I hadn't seen it until 2-3 years ago. Just the best. So good. Another round. We talked about this in Guess the Movie Drink, if you've seen that. Just honestly one of my favorite movies to come out of 2020, but also just one of my favorite movies in general. I've seen it like 3 to 4 times. I bought this Blu-ray like the next day after I saw it. Great stuff. An amazing final scene. One of my favorite movie endings of all time. Okay. Right. Damn. I buy a lot. Holy shit. I don't buy as much as I used to be honest with you. Like, I'll do like every other month, I'll like re-up, you know? But I used to go crazy with this. Heat. It's fucking Heat. Just ask your boyfriend about it. Or ask your dad about it. Or ask your brother about it. It's like what I'm trying to say, it's a boy movie. Oppenheimer. Heard of it? What's Behind in Hollywood? Heard of it? Honestly, might be my favorite Tarantino movie now. I don't know. But speaking of Tarantino, we got Pulp Fiction. More Tarantino coming. Don't worry. RoboCop. Fucking masterpiece. Singing in the Rain. I mean, watch this and I dare you not to smile. The entire time, basically. Fucking amazing. Just amazing. Taxi Driver. Watch this and try not to smile. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Fucking Taxi Driver, man. It's a great movie. Yeah. Dark Knight. Heard of it? Okay. Cool. Last stack of Blu-rays. Let's keep this baby going, shall we? Elf. I'm pretty sure Chris can just quote this entire movie. I love this movie. Big Hero 6. For some reason, Chris owned this. I don't know why he had Big Hero 6. Chris doesn't buy Blu-rays, but he had that one. Lovely movie. You know, when we did our when I rewatched it and Chris watched it for the first time on the Nice Dude Movie Night channel, I liked it, but in hindsight, I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, it's not as great as I remembered. But, I mean, it's still solid, you know? Always love when Disney makes original animation and not just like, I mean, I know this is adapted work, obviously, but make more Encantos and make less live photorealistic CGI adaptations of classics, please. Just put Lion King, the animated one, out in theaters. You know what? Kids will like it. We don't need to give them a new one that sucks and is uncanny. I don't know. Just depressing. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Goodfellas. Fucking heard of it? Full Metal Jacket. Again, this one's not mine. I think this was my old roommate's, not Chris's, but I adopted it, I guess. I don't know. Lighthouse. Great movie. Just lovely movie. Lovely movie. What a weird way to describe that. Okay. Chris and I saw this together, by the way. Great time. Chris and I have seen, aside from The Witch, I realized Chris and I have seen every Eggers movie together. We saw Lighthouse. We saw an early screen of Northman. It was a test screening of Northman. And we both walked out and being like, that movie just straight up fucks. And then no one went to go see it. It was a shame. And we saw Nosferatu together. But Lighthouse is my favorite. Lawrence of Arabia. Put this shit out on 4K. I'm not a huge 4K buyer, as you'll see. I don't have that much on 4K, but put this fucking shit out on 4K. What are you doing? Great. Saw it in 70 millimeter for the first time last month. Changed my life. I don't know. Knives Out. I don't talk about this on the channel ever. I don't have a chance to talk about it. But just like a big comfort food watch for me. I love this movie. I also love Glass Onion. And I also love Poker Face, the Natasha Lyonne one. The Alda Ryan Johnson, murder mystery projects. Make more. But here's the thing about Knives Out. It came out in theaters 2019. Or 2018, I forget. Came out in theaters, made $300 million. And then Ryan Johnson took a deal from Netflix, to a 2-movie deal from Netflix to make the sequels. And it bums me out. Because I'm like, didn't this prove to you that people wanted to see this in theaters? I guess no one would give him the money to make sequels because he wanted to make them more expensive, and I get that, but still, fuck, man. Just the best. Jurassic Park. Just the fucking best. Okay. Jerry Maguire. This is my favorite Tom Cruise performance. Jerry fucking Maguire. Some of the best dialogue is in this movie. This movie it's shocking how it works. It doesn't follow a 3-act structure. It is ebbing and flowing in a way that movies don't nowadays. It is like a big 90s movie. And it's great because Tom Cruise isn't Maverick in this. He isn't this guy is good at everything. In the first 5 to 10 minutes, he pitches himself as that guy. But then Jerry Maguire takes such a beating throughout this movie. I'm talking about it so much because I feel like I won't get another chance to talk about it. But yeah, love Jerry Maguire. Jaws. Ever heard of it? Okay. Cool. Now we move on to 4Ks. We got Sinners. The best. I remember watching this movie in theaters and I was like, I can't wait till the 4K comes out. Now, the 4K on this is great. Great special features. Unfortunately, no commentary track, but I'm not sure if Ryan Coogler does commentary tracks. I would love one, but it has great special features on the music, on the creature effects, deleted scenes, and it does the thing that I love that not all movies do, which is this movie was a big IMAX 70 millimeter movie, right? But a big IMAX movie. And during the IMAX scenes, they blow out the aspect ratio on the 4K to make it still feel similar to that feeling of when you saw it in IMAX. And that's great. I wish more movies did that. Okay. Let's see. Dead Reckoning. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. No longer part 1. I'll be talking more about Mission Impossible throughout this video. But I like Dead Reckoning. And it grew on me. Not the biggest fan of Final Reckoning. Still think there's some great stuff in it. But Dead Reckoning kind of rocks. Okay. Big Mamas. I'm just going to do these together. Dune. My Dune. They're the fucking best, man. They just rule. These 4Ks don't do the thing that Sinners does, which is it doesn't blow it up into IMAX, the aspect ratio when I want to when I'm watching Lisan Al-Gaib ride the Shai LaHood, I want it to go into the IMAX aspect ratio. Why don't you do that? I don't know. Y'all are BS, you know? I'm just kidding. Nope. Great movie. It's probably my favorite Jordan Peele movie now. Chris and I both walked out of that loving it, and we were with people that were polarized on it but I feel like now a lot of people have come around to being like, yo, this movie is great. What are we talking about? We all underrated it, even though it did fairly well. John Wick 4, just beautiful movie. That's the thing about this John Wick 4. It might be the best looking movie in the franchise. I've talked about on Movies That Played Us and on Movies That Changed Us that when I cry in movies, it's not because of a sad scene. It's because of a movie giving me a level of euphoria that it just brings me to what nerd tears are, I guess. Um, and Donnie Yen in the kitchen fight scene gave me that. Like I was tearing up. Uh, yeah, movies rule. They really do. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the shortest stack on the table, which is steelbooks. Now, when I first I started, I guess, seriously collecting Blu-rays when I was in college, but really, really went hard on it during the pandemic. No shit. And at first, I thought steelbooks were where it's at. I'm like, I'm just going to get any steelbook there is, quickly realizing they're very expensive and also not all worth it. The only one that I think is actually worth it is the Train to Busan one. First of all, amazing movie. One of the best zombie movies ever. But also a beautiful steelbook. Like, just look at this thing. Just admire it for a second. Look at that. I'm going to open it. I'm not opening all of them, because it would just take a while. But it has this, let's see if we can get it to focus. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah, just amazing. Amazing movie. Arrival. So this was when I learned a big mistake. Some Blu-rays are just fucking not worth it. And I was like, ooh, Arrival steelbook. Let me get it. Arrival is just one of my favorite sci-fi movies, and it just came out like this, man. Like, what the fuck is this? Just like metal. And I'm like, I understand steelbooks I get it, but also just like let's put some work into it if you're gonna charge people money. The Quiet Place steelbook is pretty cool. It has the red lights on it. It has the red lights on it right there. So that's pretty cool. Quiet Place, I remember I was just like screaming about it the entire time when it came out. I was like, this movie fucking rules. It's so good. And it still is. It's still a great movie. Quiet Place 2 was all right. I mean, it was like one of my first movies back with the crowd. So I was like really psyched for it. Like it came out 2021, I guess, in theaters. I just remember being like, oh my God, we're back. People clapped. This was before Nicole Kidman, but 2021, I was in theaters wearing masks. Nicole Kidman didn't exist yet. As an actress, she did, but not in the AMC ad. But I remember when AMC, their just logo popped up of like AMC movies. Everyone just cheered because we were just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. It's very LA. I understand. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the Big Mama. I'm going to have to clear my desk for this, but it's my Criterion collection. I remember hearing about, so I was pretty late to the Criterion collection stuff. I remember back in like 29, I forget what year it was, but a YouTube channel by the name of Royal Ocean Film Society made a video by the Criterion collection called The Cult of the Criterion Collection. And I was like, oh, there's these Blu-rays that are more fancy because they have more special features and this company cares about film preservation. And I was really diving deep into being a cinephile at the time. And I was like, okay, I want this. And I remember I was at Barnes and Nobles and I saw the 50% off. And there was two older ladies that were just like, talking about movies. And I just asked them, I'm like, hi, I'm new to this. Is there anything you'd recommend? And they were like, what do you like? And I'm like, just recommend me anything. And I became friends with them for like 30 minutes. It was great. Not all these are from that time. I've bought more since then, but I just wanted to give that little story. Sam Peckinpah's Straw Dogs. Haven't seen it. Like I said, there's going to be things in this collection that I haven't seen, but I bought because I was like, I love the cover. I want to watch more Sam Peckinpah movies. I've seen Wild Bunch and I fucking love it. Been trying to get Chris to watch it too, just because he loves Red Dead. And I'm like, dude, you gotta watch Wild Bunch. Wall-E. Amazing for a company that is like so like present and promoting Disney Plus, for Andrew Stanton to get Wall-E on the Criterion collection. Just beautiful. Look at this box too. It looks gorgeous. Here's the thing about Wall-E. Kind of think it's overrated. I love the movie, but when we talk about the movie, we mostly are talking about the image, obviously, of the fat people in the chairs, but we're mostly talking about those first 20 minutes, which are fantastic. Kind of wish they were the entire movie. Okay. Philadelphia Story. I remember I bought this, hadn't seen it, put it on when I got home. fell in fucking love. I love Jimmy Stewart. And I've been trying to watch as much of his movies throughout the past 2-3 years since I watched It's a Wonderful Life for the first time. And Philadelphia Story has Jimmy Stewart, Katharine Hepburn, and Cary Grant. Those people talk fast, and they're charming. Thief. Guys, I've been trying to get Chris to watch this forever. He's not as much of a Michael Mann fanatic. I mean, he doesn't hate Michael Mann. He just hasn't seen many of their movies. I think I sat him down to watch Collateral one time, and he loved it. But I'm like, God, you gotta watch Thief. Thief is like the shit, man. I might like Thief more than Heat, but that's just a personal opinion. High and Low, the new Denzel movie, is coming out with Spike Lee. And is obviously a remake of this movie, the Kurosawa movie. More Kurosawa to come, by the way. But amazing movie. Like, when it started, I felt the way I feel about every black and white movie that's in a foreign language. I'm like, all right, here we go. You know, it's that moment where you're just like, okay, all right, I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to watch this. And then you just don't move. At least with High and Low, you don't move for like 2 hours because you're so gripped. And I'm just going to say this. Kurosawa knows how to fucking end a movie, man. Like, most of his endings are just amazing. And it'll leave you with like one shot where you're like, motherfucker. For All Mankind, love space, love all moon landing content. Like, anything related to the moon landing, any movie that's like has the moon landing in it, I will watch it. Where's my Transformers 3 Dark of Moon Hive? This is a 80-minute documentary with no talking head interviews, and it's like a mix of different Apollo missions. And it's edited and narrated in a way that's supposed to kind of make you feel like the kind of euphoric, weird feeling that you get from landing on the fucking moon. And it's beautiful. Like, again, it's 80 minutes long, amazing length. Turn the TV off, grab a drink, maybe take a little bit of substances if you want, if it's safe, and have fun. Okay. Failsafe, like a harrowing movie. Sidney Lumet, director of 12 Angry Men, The Verdict, many other movies that I can't think of right now. Oh, Dog Day Afternoon, of course. It has Henry Fonda as the president. Basically, due to a technical error, the U.S. military is their ships are now going towards the Soviet Union. As I've seen this movie a while ago, and Soviet Union's like, what the fuck? And U.S. was like, it was a technical error. We're trying to send them back, but now they can't communicate with them. And it's watching this movie now, kind of just, it's a rough time. But I'm gonna be that fucking annoying film bro and saying it's very important to watch this. And just a harrowing ending, like a really, it'll fuck up your day ending. Failsafe, great movie though. I don't know if I'm gonna watch that again, to be honest. Double Indemnity. This is just a fucking great time. I'm just not gonna lie. I love movies like this. I love old noirs with a femme fatale. This is just a classic. Obviously, it's Billy Wilder, director of The Apartment. Sunset. Fuck. How am I forgetting it? Is there any? Oh my God, it's Billy Wilder. Sunset. What's the movie? Sunset something. I don't know. I'm not even gonna pop it up in the edit. I'm not even gonna look it up. I'm dumb. Correct me in the comments. Yeah, it's Barbara Stanwyck, Fred McMurray, running a scheme together, and they get up to all notorious shit. Great fucking movie. Another thing that's great. Okay. Let me do this. This is a great opportunity. Do the Right Thing. This is probably my favorite thing that I have from the Criterion Collection. Watching the Blu-ray edition of this movie is gorgeous. It's already a good-looking movie, but when you watch how Criterion just handled this, it's amazing. It also has great artwork. It has an entire, so Criterion's really good about, keeping, booklets like this. And they have, an entire diary that Spike Lee kept while filming do the right thing. All the way in pre-production too, like, oh, I'm worried that we won't get this actor. It's just amazing. If you're like a true film nerd, great shit. Also, just an amazing movie. Another one of like, I feel like this is another Chris favorite. Like Chris fucking loves this movie, as do I. It's amazing. Okay, all right, we're gonna go through these a little bit quicker. Stagecoach. Watched it for the first time a few months ago. Um, there's a stunt in this where it just blew my mind. I don't know what to say about it. Seven Samurai, obviously a classic. Kurosawa, a beautiful like Criterion box with another like great booklet. Sometimes a lot of these booklets will be written by critics who like write amazing, beautiful essays about the movie. And yeah, I mean, just look at this. Look how beautiful that looks. Seven Samurai, another like the final shot in Seven Samurai is amazing. By the way, this feels like I'm in one of those Criterion Closet videos. I'll never get to be in one, so this is just kind of amazing. Like that I get to do this. Palm Beach Story, Preston Sturges, the only Preston Sturges movie I've seen, unfortunately. Great thing about this is, aside from the movie being really funny and just another bonkers ending, Bill Hader has like a 15-minute like talk about this movie where he talks about why this movie's great. Bill Hader, big cinephile and a kind of a personal hero of mine. Manchurian Candidate. This is a DVD, a Criterion Collection. Haven't seen it. Bought it to see it. Haven't seen it yet. The Irishman. Okay. Speaking of like, streamers not really caring about physical media. Amazing that Netflix let this happen, considering that they don't put their shit out on Blu-rays. Glass Onion. I need that on a Blu-ray. But they let, like, we got a booklet. I Heard You Paint Houses with like a little blood splatter. And Irishman. Look at that. Look at this shit. I bought this being like, I would love to have a Scorsese movie that I'm just surprised that is getting a physical media release. I saw it one time in theaters, and like everyone, I was like, that felt like it was a good movie, right? And then I just didn't watch it again. Watched it again after I got this, because I'm like, I just want to check it out. And motherfucker, it's amazing. I like anyone who saw this like movie one time and were like, the CGI was bad and it was too long. Check it out again. Because here's the thing. Yes, the de-aging stuff isn't great. But I personally got past that after the first 15 minutes. Like, I was so engrossed in this movie. Also, a phenomenal De Niro performance. Like, it is such a heartbreaking performance by him. Great movie. Highly recommend checking it out. Like, give it a chance, Great Escape. Had never seen it before. Bought the Criterion Collection. Fucking rocks, man. I keep saying this. Great ending. Like, I love the way this movie ends. Kind of depressing in a way too, spoilies, but great ending. Okay, where are we at? We're making good progress. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, Kurosawa again. Rashomon. Great thing about this movie, 88 minutes. If you want to get into Kurosawa, start with Rashomon, and you'll understand why everyone keeps saying, oh, it's like Rashomon. Punch Drunk Love, one of my favorite movies. Straight up. Talking about booklets that are in Criterion Collection, this one is amazing. So it's written by, I believe, Miranda July, and she writes an amazing essay on this movie. Just an amazing Adam Sandler performance. I don't know why I'm realizing I don't have that Happy Gilmore movies on here. I have Uncut Gems and Punch Drunk Love. What kind of Adam Sandler fan am I? I'm actually upset at myself. You guys think they're going to put Hubie Halloween on a Criterion Collection? I mean, they put Irishman out. Come on. They put Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio on Criterion Collection. Put out Hubie Halloween. Imagine how fun that cover would be. Adam Sandler needs to make that happen. I feel like him and Ted Sarandos are just like play basketball together. Parasite. Really cool box of Parasite too. I mean, I'm not going to say anything about it. It's the best. Night of the Living Dead. I love this. This is just like, I feel like this is the ultimate Criterion Collection. This and Do the Right Thing. I feel like when you think about Criterion Collection, you think about those two boxes. Great movie. All right. Well, let me just do these two Denzels together. So the two Denzels that are on Criterion Collection that I have at least are Mississippi Masala, uh, just a delightful romantic drama, and Devil in the Blue Dress. I'm serious. Like, why didn't we get more? I think his character's name is Easy Rollins. Like, why didn't we get more Easy Rollins detective stories? Like, I want like 5 of these movies. It's so good. An amazing Don Cheadle performance too, by the way. Jesus Christ. That was my reaction to this movie. I'm like, I want 3 more sequels to this. So what happened here? Okay, another Bong Joon-ho, Memories of Murder. Again, nothing really much to say about Memories of Murder besides it's great. We got Deep Cover. So this was funny that the title is Deep Cover. I bought this just because of the cover art. Lawrence Fishburne looks sick. And yeah, I was like, I had never seen it. I'd never even heard of it. And I just like look. I turned it around. I was at Barnes and Nobles, and I turned it around, and it said, "Film noir hits the mean streets of 1990s Los Angeles in the stylish and subversive underworld odyssey," from veteran actor-director Bill Duke. And then this is what sold me. Lawrence Fishburne stars as Russell Stevens, a police officer who goes undercover as John Hull, the partner of a dangerously ambitious cocaine trafficker, Jeff Goldblum. Full stop. I'm in. I mean, come on. That movie has to be good. And it was. It's very stylish. It's a very mean movie as well. I don't know if that's the right word. It is a very mean movie, but it rocks. City Lights. Embarrassingly, my first Chaplin movie that I ever saw when I got this Criterion Collection. Now, I had seen clips of Chaplin, but City Lights is great, man. It's just beautiful. It's a 4K film transfer for a Criterion Collection, so bravo to them. If you guys are interested in getting Criterion Collection stuff, they do a sale in July and they do a sale in November, I believe, which is they have 50% off their entire catalog. That's the time to do it, you know, because if you don't do it then, you're spending like $50 for these. I always get these during the sale, Barnes & Noble, or you can just go on their website. Blowout, Brian De Palma, John Travolta, another movie that I've been like telling Chris, I'm like, dude, you gotta check out Blowout. It rules, man. Blowout rules. John Tarantino used this movie as a way to convince people like Harvey Weinstein and just people who didn't want to cast John Travolta in a movie anymore because he just wasn't the hot shit anymore. John Travolta used this movie. Tarantino used Blowout and be like, look at John Travolta's performance in Blowout and tell me that John Travolta is not the right actor and not for this and not a great actor when he's given the right material. John Travolta is amazing in this. Anora, my favorite movie of last year, which was kind of wild because for a while, Challengers was my favorite movie of last year. It was like Challengers and Dune 2 tied. And then Anora came out. I'm like, well, motherfucker. Sean Baker, man. I saw it in a packed theater. An amazing theater experience, by the way. Like, if I was in LA, so it was like the perfect way to see a Sean Baker movie. I feel like all those people were like, oh, Sean Baker inspires me. And I love those people. But it was the kind of theater experience that you want, which is everyone was laughing, people were gasping, people were like, and then that famous ending. Now, I think now it's a pretty like polarizing ending in a way too, because people are still talking about it. But that ending, the theater was like pin drop silence. It was like kind of the only. It's the thing you want when you go to a movie theater. 12 Angry Men. Not much to say about this movie besides it just fucks hard. Another Kurosawa movie, Akiru, a movie I haven't seen yet. I bought it because I'm like, I need to see this. Every time I think about seeing it, I'm like, I don't want to be depressed, but I've heard in a weird way that it's also life affirming, like in not in a way of just like it's honest, but from what I've heard, it's honest, but also just like makes you want to like reconsider what you've been doing in your life. I love those kind of movies. I'm also scared to kind of watch it just because I don't feel bad. um, House. I got it because it was another. Again, I mentioned Do the Right Thing and Night of the Living Dead. This is another one where I see the cover of it all the time, and I was like, oh, I just gotta get this. Didn't get it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like excited to watch it because I'm like, it's probably gonna be some fucked up horror movie. So I think I went in with the wrong expectations because it's obviously supposed to be funnier and just weirder and just a trip. Didn't get it. So I want to watch it again. His Girl Friday, a movie where I was like, I am exhausted because people are talking so fast in this. Amazing, obviously, just a phenomenal performance. I mean, like obviously Cary Grant's great in this, but I was like, this is Cary Grant. I know my first Cary Grant movie was North by Northwest. Rocks. I need that on Blu-ray immediately. But I kind of knew Cary Grant could do this because I'd seen other Cary Grant stuff. Rosalind Russell is amazing in this. Oh shit, I think we're done with Criterion Collection. On to box sets. This is actually Chris's box set that he was like, when he was moving out of LA, he was like, you can have it. I don't think I'm gonna be using it that much. His dad gave him this, but it's a Tarantino box set. He's pointing the film camera like a gun. It's pretty fucking cool. And all this artwork is like references from his other movies. And you open it up, it just feels like a graphic novel. It just feels like a graphic novel, you know? Great stuff. I think it's from True Romance. Oh, God. I think it's from True Romance to Inglourious Bastards. I think that's where it stops, if I'm not wrong. So it doesn't have Hateful Eight, Once Upon a Time, and stuff like that, unfortunately. But great stuff. Yeah, I think my favorite Tarantino movie is definitely Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think the best one is Pulp Fiction, blah, 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 blah. We talk about Tarantino. I mean, what can you say about him right now? Yeah. Okay, this is the one I splurged on. I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen all these, but wow, the Bruce Lee box set. I mean, this shit rules. This is why you get box sets. So it has this like, should I just unfold it? It has a great like spread, and there's just like, it's just so cool. It's an entire like, if you look at this, oh god, it has like his iconic movies. So we're looking at Fist of Fury, The Big Boss, The Way of the Dragon, Enter the Dragon, Game of Death, and then 2 supplement DVDs. So I'm guessing like video essays and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, I've only seen The Big Boss. I need to go through this box set. I need to see Enter the Dragon and like the big ones. It's a big blind spot for me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but don't regret this purchase. This is an amazing purchase. Got this during the sale. Okay. Let's just go through some collections before we go to the other box sets. So I got the Indiana Jones 4 movie collection. Don't have Dial of Destiny on here. But yeah, watched Last Crusade recently. Man, I love that movie. Indiana Jones, that's just good shit. I have John Wick 4 as I showed you in Blu-ray, but I got the trilogy in one collection before the 4th one came out. Maybe dumb of me. Maybe I should have waited for the 4th one, but I just needed these. I'll put these movies on at comfort sometimes. Like if I've had a long day at work, I'll just like put it on, and maybe like while I'm like folding laundry, I'll just put on one of the fight scenes. It just gives me a lot of comfort. Jackie Chan, the 2 of the Police Stories, both Police Story 1 and 2 are in this. Shattered Glass, if you want to see it. I hadn't seen the Police Story movies until I bought this, and it was a great chance for me to see it. Love 1. I think 2 is all right. 1 is like one of the best movies ever made. Amazing. How did no one die? Big Mission Impossible fan, as you could probably tell from my Tom Cruise fandom and also my Dead Reckoning Blu-ray. The 6 movie collection. I bought this during the pandemic before Dead Reckoning or Final Reckoning came out. I feel like this one has gotten the most mileage out of me. I like put these movies on all the fucking time. Um, Not gonna lie to you guys, this next one, I haven't seen a single movie from this box set. Post-war Kurosawa. Now, this was one of those things where I'm like, I should just have this. And I'm like, when am I gonna watch post-war Kurosawa? This has No Regrets for Our Youth, One Wonderful Sunday, Scandal, The Idiot, I Live in Fear. I should fucking watch these. But like, when am I going to? Okay. Uh Obviously, these have gotten a lot of mileage lately. The Lord of the Rings. This is the extended edition trilogy. Editions. All these is trilogy, so it's just beautiful shit, and it has all the special features that Lord of the Rings is famous for. The behind the scenes documentary, all that stuff. It's just great. I needed to get this. Back to the Future trilogy. When you look at this, doesn't this just like give you so much joy? Look at that. It's so shiny, but also just like packed. It's fun. So this one feels like an old school like booklet or just literally like designed like a book. And it has like each movie has its own little like page, you know? Okay. So, when we did the Back to the Future trilogy for our commentary series and we watched 2 again, I realized I was like, man, I fucking like 2. I actually kind of dig 2. 2's pretty good. Okay, yeah. Evil Dead trilogy. We got to do the Evil Dead movies on the podcast. We've obviously done 2 and Army of the Dead on the reaction channel, but Evil Dead, man, fucking rules. All right. While we're at Sam Raimi, my guy, Spooderman, the trilogy. Fucking love Spider-Man. And then the last thing, what a great thing to end on, is the Before trilogy box set. Look at that. This one's cool because each movie in the box set feels like its own little like special little book with artwork. So this one, Sunrise, Sunset, Midnight, the horror movie. Okay. Kind of is, huh? If you're that age. And then this is cool. Like this box set's this one's pretty cool just because it's like it has images of when they were making the movie and it legitimately feels like these are real people. I'm like, oh, they just took a picture of a couple, but it's Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy, and that's what's special about these movies. Oh man. Well, that's it. That's my collection. I would talk about my books, but books are for fucking nerds. Just kidding. Love books. What else? Oh yeah. I have a DVD of Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. We'll do this on the podcast too. Basically, I grew up obviously with Indian movies. This was our Grease. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay nice.